Now, according to a 2022 NBC News poll, 1 in 5 Americans have invested in, traded in, or used crypto. So what does this all mean for you and crypto? And why is the SEC suddenly now so seemingly laser focused? Joining us now is Tanea McKeel, CNBC crypto markets and investment reporter, and Perrianne Boring, founder and CEO of Digital Chamber. Perrianne, what's your take? I mean, it's like SEC gone wild.
Yeah, I mean, this is politically driven. I'm a firm believer that crypto is not going away. This is about innovation. It's about technological progress. And at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, is what's right for Americans holding back innovation? And I don't think so. This is $1 trillion industry today. It's expected to grow to 25 trillion by 2030. There's over 1 million jobs in the US that are at risk. This is an attack not just on the crypto industry, but on American innovation in the capital markets. And we've got to get the SEC back within its mandate.
You know, today, Coinbase stock taking a hit, but you've got a piece up on CNBC Pro, sign up today, that basically says, why aren't cryptocurrencies falling on this news? So why aren't they?
Yeah, it's interesting. Just as Coinbase shares tanked about 12% earlier in the day, you see them rebounding just a little bit after hours. But cryptocurrencies, it was sort of a muted reaction at first, and then slowly they started to climb and kind of, Bitcoin itself took back a bunch of the losses from yesterday when the SEC sued Binance. And this is because this is really the shoe that investors were waiting to see drop. Regulation has been such a dark cloud over crypto this entire year. The enforcement actions have come out since about January, and it's really, the low volumes that we've been seeing since April all come back to the regulatory uncertainty. You saw that SEC hit Coinbase with a Wells notice in March. And there's been this sort of legal back and forth between the SEC and Coinbase. So we've known that this was coming. It wasn't a surprise to many people. And now that it has come and we can see what's inside the lawsuit, investors are kind of reacting like this is a good thing. Now, the worst of the worst, which we've been expecting, is kind of behind us.
Yeah, you wonder, Perrianne, I mean, is that point of view that while annoying in the short term, potentially damaging to some of these companies, in the near and medium terms, is there an upside to these lawsuits to finally get some clarity? Or maybe we just have everybody operate in the Bahamas or Hong Kong or UAE?
Well, I mean, if there is a silver lining, it certainly is that one. We now see the SEC's cards. These suits have now been filed, and we now see what their arguments are. And there's a number of problems with these lawsuits. There's a number of reasons as why this is not just bad policy, but they're also arbitrary and capricious, and they're exposing the SEC as well as investors to risk. And to summarize where we are, where the chamber is, where our members are, this is the time to fight. Behind the scenes, there are productive conversations that are happening on both sides of the aisle with policymakers in Congress. We're driving and leading a number of those, and there is a huge appetite to get regulatory reform done to rein in what the SEC's actions have been in this space, and to make sure that the United States will be a jurisdiction where blockchain technology can be developed, invested, and innovated on.
Well,
this is the time.
Perrianne, when the Digital Chamber of Commerce, I'm sure you guys are at the forefront. You get more info, let us know, put you back on the show. Perrianne Boring, Tanea McKeel, thank you both.